two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Right, so how do you keep him focused on that and the task at hand as a boxer, not a murderer, to win the title back and not have all these things that were discussed after the fight weigh on his mind?
This noble art is very
He just
violent.
checked him.
Anything can come from this.
He just sunned him.
Anything can come from this. You know that, Raheem. Anything can
Word.
come from this.
I've never seen anybody's head knocked off their shoulders.
No, but if we're saying hypothetically speaking on what someone wish they can do because they're feeling a certain way, a kind of person, because they have their personal vendettas against a person for their own reasons, then yes,
Personal vendettas.
his feelings. But what I'm doing,
He must think this wrestling.
two-time heavyweight champion of the world by any means. That's what I'm saying.
Jerry the King Lawler versus Angelo Dundee.
And we're not disagreeing on that. What I'm asking is, I'm concerned that from what I see and the discussion that's been had, that maybe Wilder isn't as focused on the task that you're talking about.
Told you.
Boxing, and is mired in, like you say, the vendetta and even
That's what he focused on.
and not being willing to talk to the press makes it seem like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'd like for you to express it for him if you can, that he's still living in that past. He's not moving forward. We have a press conference today about the new fight. He got the fight that's on. We're all here to talk to him, and he's clearly not moving forward because he's not engaging in this fight yet. So how are you making sure that your fighter isn't living in the past?
No,
He can't keep him out the past.
Not living in the past. It's by preparation. My job is to train him. I can't control his inside feelings. Deontay Wilder's his own man. My job is to train Deontay to be the best that he can be, which he is now, and to go and get the title back for the second time of his career, to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world. How he feels he want to do that, that's between him and God. My job is to prepare him for the task, and whichever way he gets it and bring it back, I'm fine with that.
And what adjustments do you feel like he needs to make technically as a fighter to be prepared for the task? Was the Deontay Wilder, who we've seen, let's not talk the second fight, obviously he was unsuccessful in that, but before then, highest knockout ratio ever in boxing history, got a draw in the first fight, but did knock Tyson Fury down, almost out. What did he do in the second fight or not since the first fight that he needs to do in this third fight to be successful in the way that you described?
What do he do? What do he need to do to be successful, like what he didn't do in the first or second fight?
Right.
I just think it comes from the mental adjustments that he's made. I just think it comes from him being extremely receptive. He may not be receptive with you guys, yes. He may not be receptive with Blow Joe over there, but he's receptive to the most important people in his life that's to get this task done. And that's myself, that's Joey Scott, that's JD's, that's his nutritionist and stuff, and that's all I care about. If Deontay doesn't want to come in here and talk to you guys and answer questions because his words is going to get flipped around, because the head title is going to be something that he totally not meant, like everyone get to their level where they just sick of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? He's probably just sick of that kind of shit, and I don't have a problem with him being like that. This fight is going to sell itself.
You said his mental preparation. What is the mental preparation that you're talking about?
To wake up, eat, sleep, and shit boxing. No distractions. To wake up, roll over into your recovery tank. To wake up, roll over, and go right to your track. To wake up, and Malik Scott is outside in the gym waiting for you to get ready. To wake up, to making it a lifestyle. Not 75%, not 80%, 110% lifestyle. And that's what he's doing right now.
And when it comes to the physical part of boxing, and most fighters and trainers will tell you it's 80% mental, so if that's the preparation needed and it's happening, gives them an 80% better chance of winning. But the other 20%, it's physical. And everyone knows he has a huge right hand. He's been successful more so.
And everyone also knows he's extremely mentally tough as well. And everyone also knows that he was only boxing a year before he got a bronze medal in the Olympics. This don't just come from someone having one good right hand or not having mental strength. This just don't come from you fighting Romain Stavern on the night and you almost go blind in one eye and they have to bring a doctor in and you still go win.
More excuses.
This just don't come from not being mentally tough. Going into Chris Arreola fight with ruptured bicep, and he's one of the most mental tough guys in the world. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, yeah, but you could be mentally tough and you could still be doing it in the past. I'm telling you, the man is different. You guys is going to see July 24th.
I understand that. I hope that's true. The physical part, though.
That's true.
The physical part, though, the right hand, we all know, is incredibly dangerous. It's a knockout punch.
By his right hand right there.
Okay, so if you don't, or if Fury's able to take it away like he did in the second fight, what else is Deontay Wilder bringing to the ring, either that we haven't seen before or improving if the right hand isn't available?
I'll say something. You want to know what's the funny thing about Deontay losing that second fight? I didn't hear one guy or one writer, no one just said he just had a bad night at the office. Like
Deontay Wilder failed to realize he had a bad day at the office. He think the boogeyman took his
had
title.
a bad night in the office. That's all that was. Under whatever circumstance, it was a bad night and he lost.
Yeah, but Malik, Deontay didn't say that either. He said everything but that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that you
That's
can-
what I just said. This is my first time watching this.
Making that point because he gave us all these other reasons as to why that fight went the way it did. Nobody said bad night at the office or hey, I'll be
Why?
back.
Well, why? When it was a bad night for him, why didn't they say that?
Because he told us it wasn't a bad night for him. It was a bad night for Mark Breland. It was a bad night because Tyson was cheating with something in his gloves. It was a bad night because the suit was too heavy.
So now all of that together, would you consider all of that good things or bad things?
They're just things. They're things that they're just things that he offered as a reason why that happened, and not just a bad night at the
Listen
office.
to what I'm saying. The thing that happened with Mark, is that considered bad or good?
If he is telling the truth about what happened with Mark
to the
and Mark,
world, to the world, that's considered a bad thing.
if it's true,
Can I finish? To the world, that's considered a bad thing. The whole thing. Let me finish.
that would be a terrible thing.
I'm letting you talk. Okay. Right. Deontay got beat up by Tyson Fury to the world, so that was a bad thing. Right? Yes. To his fans, that's a bad thing.
Of course, yes. If you want him to win and he loses, that's a bad
So
thing.
in general, it was a bad night.